Hi everyone, welcome back to the tool of learning HTML from scratch. In the last video, we built our very first web page and learned the structure of an HTML file. Today, we are going to make our page more interesting by learning how to cite text, create lists, and add links. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make your website look much more professional. Let's get started. Open it and press Shift plus the exclamation mark and Shift plus tab. You should have the same structure from last video. Our starting point now. Let's add new features in the body. Firstly, let's edit the title. Let's name it the two formatting text. So let's come inside the body and let's add some feature inside it. Let's firstly use the first heading h1. Let's write something inside it. The two HTML basic. So let's open it. As you know, I'm using my lifesaver. This is so let's place it beside each other for better viewing. Let me adjust it. So that is our first heading. So let me add some feature inside it. Firstly, as I said earlier, we firstly start with the bit tag, which is used for the board. So let's make it, this is a, let's add the bit tag. In between the bit tag, we have open and close. So in between it, we add something inside it. Anything we wrote inside it, we display bold. So bold. Let's save and see. Let's save and see it now. Save and see. You can see it. It is bold. So it makes text bold. That makes text bold. So that is how that works. Let me zoom it for you to see it clearly. So now let's move to the italic. So let's start with the paragraph. So this is an italic. So that is in between that I tag is used to represent italic. In between the I tags, which has the opening and closing tags, in between it we write anything inside it. Anything we write inside it will display italic. It makes text italic. So you save it now and see it. So as you can see it, that is the italics. That is italic, which make use of I tags, which has open and closing tag. So we also have what we call, so this is, let me first explain this better. That is text. The board represent for that board. As you can see it, I don't think I should explain it more than this. So but I have to explain it more clearly. So mix your bit tags. So now let's move to the underline. So let's move to the underline. This is an underline. What? So for the underline, we make use of u tags. U tag. So which has opening and closing tag. As you can see it, As you can see, it's in between that u. Anything you write inside there will be underlined. So let's write anything inside it and see. So as you can see, it is underlined. So we make use of u tags to display the underline. So you can see it. But we can also combine them together. We can also make use of both italics and underline together. So we can use it at once. If you want your words to be bold, italic and underline at the same times, I mean in the same line, so we can also combine it together. Now let's try it and see. You can combine them together. Let's combine them. So under it, we firstly use the p tag, which makes use of bold, which represents the bold, and I for the italic and u for the underline. In between that u, that is where we write what we want to display. That we bold, that will be bold, italics and underline at once. We try it and see now. So let's save and see. Give this space, a little space. So let's save and see. As you can see it, so our words are bold, italics and underline at the same times. So you can see it. I hope you can all see it clearly. Please, if you have any question, kindly let me know in the comment section. So next, let's try the PR tags. Tag. This is a line break. That PR tag we make use to make our text break into the next line. So it only has an opening tag, but it doesn't have any closing tags. So let's be very careful on that. Let's try the example now. See it. So as you can see it, I'm trying to put the result out. Look to the next line. So you can see it. That is the first test. Then I use the broken to the next line. I use the PR tags. So when we save it, you can see the difference that all what I wrote in front of that PR will be broke to the next line. Let's save and see it. You save and see it now. If you save and see, you can see it directly. You can see it breaks to the next line. So that's how that works. So now we have what we also call an HR tags, which used to for the underline. I mean for the horizontal line, is used to the horizontal line. Used for the horizontal line. So but it only have an open tag, but it doesn't have the closing tags. So it's also like the BR tag. So this HR means draw in a horizontal line to separate sections. So you can see it. That is the horizontal line. You can see it clearly. So that is how that works. I hope you understand. Please, if you don't understand any part of this, let me know in the comment sections. So let's move on. Let's move forward. We also have what we call URL tags, which represents the on other list. So I explain it more better. Just be well situated and keep watching. So let's name this my to-do list. I want to break it down step by step for better understanding. So now you can see it's my to-do list. I use these two tags here, so you can see it is smaller than that first HTML basic I wrote above. So now let's move to the URL. This URL tag represents on other list, which is representing the bullet points instead of number. Is representing the bullet point, just like dots. So in between that URL tags, you also have what we use to specify what we want to be displayed for that URL. So this L1 tags is used is representing the list. So anything you want to write for that URL tags, it goes inside this URL. So you can see. So let's build a simple website. You can use anything. Now we save it and see. Let's save it and see. So you can see that it goes in between that URL. So this is the results. You can see this is the output of our code. So you can see that bullet points. The bullet points. You can see that is the bullet points. You submit for better views. This is the bullet points. So as we have URL, which is on other list, so we also have what we call other list, which represents OL instead of UL for on other list. OL is for other list, which represent the number instead of that bullet point. So let's continue and see it. So let's continue. So you use the list tags to list the items we want in between the other list. So let me return it in boil words. Yes, we have to use the H2 for us to differentiate between the other list and other list. So in between these URL tags now, so let's add some list under it. So steps to make the boil water. Boil water. I'm correct, so I just want to use it as an example. So the second list, add tea leaves. So let's add our third list. Let's add something. So after add tea leaves, pour into a cup. So pour into a cup. So I think you should add the fourth list to complete the steps to make tea. Add sugar and milk. Let's add the sugar. Add sugar and milk. Add sugar and make. So let's save and see the results. Let's save and see the results now. So don't forget URL is for other list, why URL is for another list, why OL is for other list. So we can see the output now. That URL is for on other list, which shows the bullet points, and we have OL for other list, which specifies numbers. So let's do it for better viewing. Now we can all know the list, this kind of list we have in HTML. Let's continue. So we have what we call it tags. We use that to create an hyperlink. So for example, let's try it here, create link here to visit. So that is where we invite our a tag. That a tags represent the icon tags. It creates a hyperlink in between that a. So you have what you call href, which specifies URL. It tells the browser where to go. So just put go to in front of it and your quotation mark. So that is where you specify the link you wanted to direct anyone that visits your website into. So for example, let's use Google as an example. https www.google.com. So don't forget href is make the path clickable. So that is it. So it's also have closing tags. That it have closing tag. Don't forget it has opening and closing tags. So that is it. First, let's try to it here. In this case, Google become blue clickable link. You see if we see it. So that is the href. Don't forget the so you can see it. You can see the Google became blue clickable link. So that is all for the ESD was we rule for D2. Both italic underline, the line break and resultant line, a bullet point and number list, and finally clickable Google link. Now it is your turn to try your own list and add link to your favorite website. Don't forget to like the video, drop a comment. If you have any questions, subscribe so that you don't miss the 3 where we learn how to add image and media to our page. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. Na festa do fim de semana, só rolê bom.